everyone, my name's Chloe and today's topic is the American dream. Is it freedom? And really, what I really want to talk about is how does freedom affect our lives? What does freedom mean to us, really? And so I was thinking about it for myself particularly, and I like to come up with exercises that really delves into my subconscious and what beliefs that I currently hold for myself that may be improving my life or eliminating my life. So I like to do some questions and answers that really explore that, and I wanted to share that with you today. So what I did is I wrote down a few different questions that really go into what inner freedom is. Now, inner freedom can be interchangeable with outer freedom or freedom in general, but there is distinctions, and I would like to point that out. Freedom or outer freedom is based on how much you have financially, what you can do as a person, what is your wellness levels, your health levels, what conditions are you living in, and where is your food, water, energy, where is those things coming from? Who are you relying on to stay alive? Now, inner freedom can affect all of those things I've just named, but what it really comes down to is who you are as a person and what choices you make. I'm kind of already going into the first question a little bit, but I wanted to give some background. So really, inner freedom can be different, and it means something differently to every person. So I'm going to start with the first question. So what does freedom mean? And I want you to really ask yourself this question. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about it for yourself. Please take a piece of paper and write it down. And after those few seconds are over, pause it, take as long as you need. But after those few seconds are over, I'm going to tell you what freedom means to me. What I want to say is something that is positive, and I also want to state something that is not going to be reliant on a source, that is coming from me, and it's following the values that I live my life. Complete independence. Pleasure. That's something that's really important, and I think something that's very overlooked. Having the time to do pleasurable things. Do things that, aren't related to anything else except for you personally being happy and making people around you feel happy. The ability to choose who I love. I like girls, and that's okay. And, but in a lot of places it might not be okay. So being able to choose who I love, and also not having to worry about what other people think about that. Also, the ability to choose where I am living, being able to choose what I'm doing, and ultimately being able to choose my life and, every second of it. So the last thing is courage, and I think fear is one of the main things that takes away inner freedom. So being able to break out of that for myself means the courage to be able to talk to whoever I want to and not worrying about what people think. Who is an idol with said freedom? Now, I want to give you a minute to answer this, but first I want to share that I had a few different idols, and you can have more than one because you're creating your own future and your own way of living, and that can be differing for each person. But just pick someone that you really can identify with. So we already went over what freedom means to us individually, and then we also acquainted it to someone who is already living that freedom. And another important thing is, how does freedom affect me, or the lack of a freedom affect me? Because if we can see how it is played out in life, in our life, and what it affects, it might give us more motivation to incorporate more freedom into our lives. So take a minute and think about it. And for me, I said it determines where I live, who I can be with, how I live, where I go, and pretty much what I do every second of my life. It's a lot of stuff. So I think it makes it, a lot more of an importance to me because of that. So that's the end of the 3 free question portion. And if you really enjoyed that, which I really hope you did, then maybe you will go to Fiverr.com and pay $5 for the other 4 questions that are really influential, have really helped me out, and maybe will help you out as well.